close to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's Jennings. They'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And Jennings has it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's caught by Parker. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Browns 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Tua. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Trying to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jennings. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Browns 7.
What's going on, guys?
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a couple of yards from the 21 to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
7.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and good. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A gain there of 21 yards. And that'll be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to let this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. That'll bring up second down. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Mayfield now. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On first down, Hunt. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They run again with Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's caught out right by Jennings. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Jennings. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 29. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. This is Hunt. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
This is Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the...
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 62 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Jennings. And he's able to get it down at a 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Miami.
They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Browns 27, Dolphins 21. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Hunt, 37 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, And he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view. You're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. On 3rd down, Jennings. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Games we ever had. It should have been a 2 Super Bowls.
Pittsburgh stops the clock as they take their first time out. Right here. Queued up for action.
What a moment for Baker Mayfield, huh? And what a moment for that Cleveland Browns fan right there.
So they can't call them 0-1 anymore at home, right?
No. I don't even think 1-1. This is like a 3-pointer. This is 3-1. He's already up now.
Third down and 6. We'll have that weekend to talk about it. So Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, is watching in his basement right now. And Kevin, I think we can see the smile from here. Turn the sound up right now. We need a review. He'll be back next week. They go to Kansas City, and right now it looks like they're on their way. So he tested positive for COVID. Said he lost his sense of smell and taste a little bit over a couple-day period, but felt great when we talked to him yesterday.
Yeah, and Alex Van Pelt was telling me that, hey, there wasn't anything that went into this game plan that Stefanski didn't sign off on. This is his team. And Mike Creeper said the same thing about the pregame speech. Baker was laughing about it. He goes, man, he sounded like Stefanski out there giving the speech, you know. So it is built around the image of Kevin Stefanski. And my favorite part about him is he's himself. He never tried to take on any other image. He just did it his way and never got out of character.
Cody Parkey just kicked the game-sealing field goal from 37 yards. So the Browns, through the years, and we know about this, and through the years, they just couldn't find the right quarterback. They couldn't find the right coach. They couldn't find the right combination. And you and I both know, Chris, I mean, to really succeed in this league over a long period of time, it's that quarterback-coach combination. Like, how simple has that been through the years? Belichick and Brady, Peyton, Breeze, and there's Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the team. He and his wife, Lee, have been so proud tonight. You know, and they were always trying to get it right. They picked Garrett number 1. Andrew Berry is there as well. The executive has done a tremendous job, and this team is moving on after an 18-year playoff drought. Stefanski and Mayfield, they have found the goal line.
Boy, Andrew Berry, you got to give him a lot of credit. Starting with what he did with his offensive line.
They're in a cloud up to the 23-yard line. So everything looking rosish, and of course, skirmish breaks out here. You know, it's kind of funny. You got two teams right now. Cleveland looking obviously good right now. Pittsburgh, we mentioned before, a lot of free agents, a lot needs to be done when you do surgery on that roster going into the next season.
And especially when you think this team started 11-0, right? And you go, wow, do they have a chance to go undefeated? Do they have a chance to challenge the 72 Miami Dolphins? We're all talking about that. But even at 11-0, there was a lot of conversation about how good was this team really? Because there were a lot of things they didn't do well.
And Washington came in and beat them, upset them here. The game was played on Tuesday, whatever day that was. They played every day of the week this year.
But Cincinnati, right? And then it took a miracle comeback against the Colts where they were down 24-7. Got beat by Cleveland up there. Everybody dismissed it. They didn't have Finn, you know, they didn't have Pouncey, they didn't have this and that. But it was not that big of a fluke.
Well, you're right. I mean, because they lost 4 or 5 down the stretch, and the only win was that Indy win when they had to overcome a 17-point lead. So they played one good half down the stretch. Rested some of the guys last week in the the game in Cleveland that meant nothing to Pittsburgh and a lot to Cleveland. I'm sure they had it in the playoffs. And now the offseason will begin.
There'll be a lot of philosophical discussions about this offseason, this offense.
Second and 10. Roethlisberger finds a way and goes for a first down. Catching Smith-Schuster at the 40-yard line. He's putting up some numbers tonight as we come to the 2-minute warning. Here is that game recap. Let's go with Wiley. You know that. It started this way. First play of the game from scrimmage, a touchdown on the high snap. Then Roethlisberger, 3 hits in the first half, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Here in the second half. Mayfield's numbers, good pass, 3 touchdown passes. Shove it, undo it on the ground, catch a few balls, and throw 204 scrimmage yards, 3 touchdowns. Basically, all field.
Gutsy performance. I literally can't get over what Baker did behind. Talk about makeshift offensive line sounds like such an understatement for what they actually accomplished. With no practice, 3 different guys playing in there, and it was Baker Mayfield and these running backs that just
like 2 of your hands
to pop big plays. And I think the curveball to the whole night for me was that Nick Chubb as a receiver did a lot of damage, and that really was not his MO. That was Kareem Hunt's job during the course of this regular season.
2 minutes left, first down at the 40-yard line. So Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo and meanwhile, the play had been whistled happening here. Set their sights on the Cleveland Browns going into KC next Sunday.
Adrian Claiborne's going to go right around Alejandro Villanueva here, who really has done a pretty good job all night long, but Claiborne, that bull rusher who's had to take over on the outside due to some injuries. Julio Vernon was the guy that had been so good playing opposite Myles Garrett. Vernon comes up big there.
Roethlisberger's 65th pass of the night, incomplete. Deontay Johnson being handled with his 45 of 65. Well, after the game, Wells wrote the post-game report to show every star of the game. Has to choose from. Jack Collinsworth,
That potty.
Ravens and the Bills on Saturday night in Buffalo.
What's wrong?
They'll come your way right after the game.
You need a potty? No. Go potty. Go
Come
potty.
on, come on.
Right now, that's what it is.
Come
Go
on,
agree.
don't cry.
Go agree. Go agree.
Don't cry. Come on, come on. Come on, don't cry. Don't cry.
Babe, you pull her pants down for me, please.
I was just about to get in the shower, too.
It's about to finally relax. We're going to get higher. I knew she had to pee. I said she gonna wake up. I know she had to pee. She done drank way too much.
Why you turn the light off? You gotta wipe. You didn't wipe. You boo-booed. You didn't wipe.
I don't think she boo-booed. She tries to fart it. She farts every time she pees. You sleepy? Okay.
I love that kid. I love how tough he just goes up. He doesn't care about his body. Season might be over at this point. He's still going up and sacrificing.
That'll be caught for the touchdown. 24. Slams the ball down in frustration as he gets into the end zone, and Roethlisberger has now gone for over 500 yards tonight.
Well, they're going to see some good receivers next week as well. was made in the red zone for this team all season long. They have a lot returning. It's going to be very, very interesting to see who they can retain going into next year.
That would come to a 2-point conversion situation. 13, 1 to 11. Play action. Got what they kind of has to be able to get it. So, with an after 9, obviously you're looking at an onside kick. Can you get a field goal? Can you get another onside kick and a touchdown?
Been in position where you can get it, I think.
That ain't 1,000%, man.
With the
It's
Pittsburgh
right here
defense, how
from
much
me.
do you
So
think
you
you
don't
would
know
add
much for that.
to Brett Ben to say, all
You
right,
might
we're
open
going
on
to
the
have
bed.
37 points on it?
One.
It's all ball from
You know what I mean? It just could not have happened. Everything that could go wrong went wrong in that first quarter, and now you have to recover an onside kick at the game goal.
NFL record for completions in a game, regular or postseason, 7. Incredible number. You know, this is really easy when you throw for 500 yards for Tom Brady did in the Super Bowl in Philadelphia.
Well, here we go. This has been a point of discussion all season long. An onside kick is so much harder to recover these kicks now because you don't get the running start that you used to get from down here on the side. So now kickers are putting all kinds of slits and trying to keep it alive and see what Pittsburgh does.
Hockey kick, watermelon kick, what happens here? It'll be kicking and handled by Cleveland by Steven Carlson, who is their number 3 tight end. Divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. Here we go. Saturday, the Rams against Green Bay on Fox. Cleveland will be in Buffalo for Baltimore and Buffalo on Saturday night. Sunday, Cleveland to Kansas City with Jim Nance and Tony Romo. Tony should be back for that one live. Tampa Bay and New Orleans. With our friends Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Fox at 6:40 Eastern Time.
I'm gonna put you in your bed.
Pittsburgh just called the timeout. They have one and they use it. And the dancing begins.
I want to just sort of imagine what's going on in Cleveland right now. Right here, we're in an empty stadium. Obviously, those who are here for the most part disappointed, and you don't get the raw emotion of what this would be. In Cleveland, I literally cannot imagine. They're probably in the streets. They're probably on top of their cars. They're probably honking. This is a moment for the Cleveland Browns.
Horn honking is fine. You know, foul play.
I mean, you got to be happy. It's been a rough go. Jim Roethlisberger has dominated them in a way you cannot imagine. All these guys, so many COVID infections, and they just didn't care. They made it happen.
Well, I know it's the cliche of cliches. Nothing lasts forever. But sooner or later, it took 18 years, but the Cleveland Browns have been even longer than that.
That's right.
It's 1969 when they won a road playoff game. Pre-merger started the AFL and the NFL. And lost 8 straight since then. What a night. Cleveland looked like they were going to rock it until they late. Pittsburgh got all of the momentum in the middle of the game, third quarter. There's a look at Ben Roethlisberger. No talk about, retirement. It's going through his mind right now as he looks forward to the 2021 season. We'll look at post-game report coming up next after these messages from your NBC station.
Tonight's show is different. We're only going to play 4 out of 4 games. No, we're not. It's a blind dip with a lower chance of getting lucky and a higher chance of being humiliated. Was that hot yoga unbelievable? Definitely. Check this out. Cool, is it? Cool, huh? Cool. Cool.
At the heart of every Buick Envision is you. Get nearly $1,600 purchase cash on most 2020 Buick Envision loans. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get an additional $750 allowance.
What's this? Oh, are we taking Carly out?
We live with AT&T. It was the last thing, Jack. AT&T, we called this house for you because you advertise big speed internet, but we can't sign up for that yet.
Yeah, but I'm just like warming up to those speeds.
We've lived here for 2 years.
Well, the personal attack are not helping, Carly. Let's have like a hot.
What is wrong with you? Then go night night.
Xfinity can deliver
Stop
you
moving.
both phones.
Because of this, we built the most powerful Ford Explorer ever.
Yeah, put your head up.
Best-in-class towing. Because of this, we built a Copilot 360. And because Ford SUVs are built for this, we made Ford America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% for 72 months, plus $3,500 Ford credit bonus cash on a 2020 Explorer.
New tonight, how experts say President Trump could be impeached after this term. Next.
Sorry. Trying to figure out.
Well, the same old Browns.
You go first, we do it. It's okay, mommy, we're here. Mommy gonna put you in your bag, go to sleep.
48-37 earned shot at defending Super Bowl champs. For the Steelers, an 11-0 start collapses. They lose 5 games in the last month and let the conversations about Ben Roethlisberger's future begin. Let's hit our players of the game. Baker Mayfield, he is undefeated. He's 1-0 right now, in control all night. 21 of 34, 263, 3 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry today. 5 catches, 92 and a TD. And AJ Stewart, an interception early in smart this defense and 9 tackles as well. Here is Michelle Tafoya with Cleveland's new chosen one, Baker Mayfield.
Baker, you didn't have your head coach, Kevin Stefanski, tonight. You haven't won here in 17 years. You have players out with COVID, coaches out with COVID, facility closed, very little practice. No one believed you could come here and win. What made you believe?
We believe. Team on the outside don't matter to us. It's on the inside. We believe the whole time. And that's all that matters. I had Michael Dunn step in at left guard for Joe Antonio. And then Michael
Mayna, you wanna go to your bed?
Got me awake. I introduced myself to literally the locker room before the game. Stepped up in the fourth quarter. So, I mean,
Lay down.
we have a resilient team.
Sleep.
Defense played great in the first half, and we kind of stalled out and let them climb back into the game. That's a great team win right there.
Lay down. Go to bed. No, you sleepy. Hush. I kick you out. Hush. And then
You want me to put that in a bed? Or you gonna leave her like that? You want me to put her in the bed?
in her bed, but y'all think she fully sleep yet. Can you turn that off, please? You can turn your TV back on. I was just trying to get her back to sleep.
I could go out there.
No, you can put it on. I was just trying to get her to go back to sleep. Does she sleep right? No. Can you see it? She's looking to go away.
It's dark.
You hear that?
What?
I said you can put her back in her bed. I asked you if she sleep.
Sure.
And her bed feels small. Maybe.
that clock rolling. And he does. Tannehill knows it's over, and it was. The Ravens win it 20-13. So, Derrick Henry with over 2,000 rushing yards during the season. They relied on him so much. Only 40 yards in this game.
I'm saying, like, pick
See,
up
this
this
is why
one.
we bring you on the show, man. All the highlights for the quarterback, man. We feel Lamar Jackson, and he deserves a ton of credit. Obviously, he played great. Let's give that Ravens defensive line a ton of credit for shutting down a 2,000-yard rusher. And watch it right here. Talk about playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Look at the Ravens defense right here. Everybody is a yard deep on the Titans side. Derrick Henry, big running back. What do you want to make him do? Stop his feet and then restart. They do a fantastic job. The end on the backside plays it down the line and makes the tackle. Right here, they want to run point of attack, right? They want to run power. No. You got the end snatching the technique of the defense, the offensive lineman, and then two guys sitting right in the hole for Derrick Henry. If you're the running back, what do you have here? And again, look at the defensive end. Judon has him 3 yards in the backfield. You got another yard by Derek Wolfe, who's got him shoved in there. That is physical football, and this is what the Ravens did all afternoon to this Tennessee Titans offense. And again, you see how frustrated Derrick Henry would be? I would be as well. Listen, they got absolutely dominated up front. Give the Ravens defensive line to hold Tennessee to 13 points. Fantastic job. When you win 2013, defense did something. Well done by the Ravens today.
No, she ain't right. It's a workout.
Sorry. I would have got up, but...
So I might need to move a little in the middle. Put it in the middle.
In the bed? Yeah. She should slide off. Yeah.
Rams going to go to Green Bay in the Lambeau. And Tom Brady goes to New Orleans, the NFC, so they'll meet for the 3rd time this season. And the Browns, they earn themselves a trip to Tennessee, take on the defending Super Bowl champs in the wrath of Abby Joe. And it is the Ravens and the Bills. That'll be some smash mouth stuff in upstate New York. As for the Pittsburgh Steelers, that was a season full of promise. So let them know that it ends in weeping. Big Ben. Tears in his eyes, I guess. Back at Sports Center.
You know you've made it when the whole world knows you by 1 year. This is Bowl 24 antioxidant. It's lower in sugar and has vitamins A and C. You can just call it real. Bowl 24.
At Domino's, you can carry out 3 topping pizzas for $7.99. And with Domino's car side delivery,
go back to sleep.
conveniently stay in your car while
I'm waiting on you. He gonna
just
sleep
pull
right
up,
here.
check in online,
I said, yeah, he gonna sleep right there. So she stood up. And she started watching TV like she was dead ass waiting on you. So that's why I turned the TV off. I was like, nah, nigga, you going to sleep.
stay in the drive with Domino's. We're gonna start
sleeping free. I'm like, not Ramona. Like, I don't appreciate you substituting me for Green. Like, what?
Reese's now stuffed with pretzels. Today, pros have to do whatever it takes. The Home Depot is here to make that easy. Our delivery options get what you need, and our app helps you do whatever you do best. Whatever it takes to get the job done.
I appreciate that at all.
Just for pros at HomeDepot.com/ProUp. How doers get more done. Uncovered tax law experts. Better to assess the information
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, a whole one.
You want me to bring them pineapple?
Too cold. Oh my God.
But these are the best food. You want some gummies? Wow. Look, I got the paper right here. I'm tripping. The paper was right here. It was in the basket. You put it in the basket. Yeah.
I thought that was That's the other paper. That's not the paper.
Well, it's the only paper I took.
No, babe, that's the paper I just put in there. I came out and spoke back. Yes, it is. It says vagina root. That's the paper I just put in there.
My sister did take a picture of it. But we went to the house. We forgot about that.
Yeah.
I said that, didn't I?
Or intestines and changes in ribosomes. Your doctor should monitor your blood work. Tell your doctor about any infections. And if you are or may become pregnant while taking Rinvoq.
Take on RA. Talk to your rheumatologist about Rinvoq relief. Rinvoq. Make it your mission.
The hair is not in there. The hair not in there. And the bundle though, it's not no hair out. It's like packaged up. It's packaged. There's no hair out. You act like it's bundles of hair just out.
Yeah, no Indonesian people shit all in my snacks. You want some lemon heads? You like lemon heads but don't like yellow? You gonna eat non-lemon, non-yellow?
I eat the yellow. I don't eat the green.
I never had different lemon heads. I'm not gonna.
Timing unusual to say the least, but Politico reports that on Thursday, Coach Bill Belichick has received
My first time seeing that candy.
We have the Patriots confirmed.
You done had that before?
Next, we're back.
You gonna want some more, man? I'm eating these right now. Don't ask me for them.
After the first ever wild card weekend with an additional game, all pictures coming across the board. We'll be discussing the results.
You wanna watch that show?
During this next hour together. We begin with the best thing I saw today. In some Sunday's games, not all as good as Saturday's games. There was a singular moment from Sunday. Give me this one and give me that time. Lamar Jackson, an MVP, hasn't won a playoff game. I don't know if you can win playing the way he played.
It was all night.
Because no one
It's another day.
at this position. There we go.
Morning.
Lamar Jackson. See it.
You wanna watch one of your housewives?
I already finished it.
What you wanna watch?
I said you can put on whatever.
Oh. What's war? Come on, babe. I watch football all day. What you wanna watch? Lifetime?
Better.
Huh?
Whatever you want to watch.
Avengers Endgame? He's by you?
Why you on Hulu? Why you on Hulu? Go on Fire Stick. That's some movies.
Go to the Fire Stick? I do want to watch Power.
Hell no. I'm so far behind you.
I know. I'll feel you, man. It'll be like you just never left. I gotta get my shows in, baby.
Well, I mean, if you want to watch it, then go ahead.
I'm gonna get you the remote because you want to go to here.
Is that what the show that we was watching?
What?
I thought you was going to the show you was watching. I'm super confused.
You told me to go to the
Because
fire
you
station.
asked about other movies. You wasn't going to the show. You said, I'm going to the show. I said, that's
You said, why are we on Hulu? Go to the,
Because you did not go to the show. You asked me for other movies instead of going to the TV show.
Okay.
The fuck?